Hello everyone, and welcome to the Assetto Corsa with Content Manager, Pure, Custom Shader Spark, all the goody goodies, and let's enjoy the BMW M1 Stage 3 from 2004. Let's go. This is Joy Driver. Obviously, in the real world, now it's off season. We have January the 5th, so we can easily tell that the truck is closed and only for a few specific people, but not for open public. The season starts in a few months' time. But meanwhile, we can use the benefit of electronics and sim racing to have some fun. And in a first glance, this is like a street setup, so no fancy suspension, no fancy tires, no fancy anything. Brakes, they want to stop you, but for how long I can't tell. In general, BMW is known as quite fast and predictable car, and this one isn't for some reason. This one is at first glance understeering, and then it starts to oversteer. I dropped it a little bit in terms of turbo, so the kick will be less severe. So we may, but you still, if you floor it, you still wanna catch up the back from turning you around, like from a Tina Turner song. To avoid the total eclipse of a car. And I think I took all the puns for the day, so you are safe now. Through the Flugplatz. Whoa! 5th gear, you can see some tire marks. This is from my previous runs. They were not very successful. Let's push it a little bit more. Fastest bit, but a bit sideways here. Thank you very much. 3rd gear. This tire compound on this temperature of the road doesn't work well. It's a little bit unsettling, to be honest. But hey, again, if you want to see something very realistic, visit Misha Sharudin or Vicky on a channel Have a Name, sorry. And there you will have it. Over here we just are focused which car is the most fun to drive in a sim racing setup, like Assetto Corsa for example, because it's easily accessible to everyone. Can get the game and all basic DLCs for not very big money. We'll take easy through here because this is, and the game is developing constantly through a fantastic community of people, so in terms of like realism and, well, craziness, yeah, maybe the BMD is having an edge, but in terms of customizability, if that's even a word, I think Assetto Corsa is still the leader. Maybe the collision physics isn't there, and maybe it still lacks of some extreme responses to the surface and tires and whatnot, but no, I think it's still one of the best games there. Let's go. Yeah, we have a green light. It's always a bonus. Sad place, very obviously. Niki Lauda had this infamous crash in here. Right. Of course, the scenery is quite winter-ish, so we shouldn't expect a very colorful, beautiful place, but still this shader spot is doing absolute magic, and the pure linear is worth every penny. It's not much, just subscribe to the Patreon. I think it's a Peter Bose. I don't want to lie to you, but it's something like that. And he's developing the extensions for Assetto Corsa, so definitely give it a look. I will probably do a separate video on all of those bits and bobs, or just guide you in the description, because it's been done before and you should be aware this content exists, and it's worth to support very talented artist who wants to keep Assetto Corsa going and hopefully delivering us a quite nice experience for the time being. Even though the tire seems to be heated up, still obviously have suffered the lack of skills, which is something you cannot fix. Right. I think this is it for the time being at this layout, at this particular track characteristics, because it's not grippy. So sorry if you've been expecting like a sub 7-minute drive in here. It's just not gonna happen. And with the driver as skillful as I am, that was a sarcasm, by the way. Yeah, you can see it. It is fun. I still can talk a little bit, even behind the input. But yeah, when the car snaps and you don't feel obviously the motion up and down, when it's the lack of grip happening because you're going over the hill or a crest, yeah, it's definitely having a biggie. Oh no, you don't. I think this is one and only corner which in sim racing is much more difficult than in real life, but I will have to be there probably this year to tell you, is it fact or is it fiction? So stay tuned, because I will definitely do a video on that. But for the time being, thank you very much for joining me today on this cloudy and soggy, wintry scenery at the Nordschleife. I hope you enjoyed it. I think it was fun. And yeah, verdict: BMW M1 Stage 3 from 2004 is fun to drive, but you have to learn the car. It's not the car which will be fun by default, like Ford RS 1600 with the Cosworth engine. But yeah, definitely interesting position in the Assetto Corsa to have some fun with. Until the next time, I'm Joe Driver. Drive safe.